kids, so you got no kids.
Duke has every right to hide his kids from the world or the world from his kids.
He's hiding his kid from the world, but his world won't hide from the kid.
Or whatever Soulja Boy said. So Duke, aka the Wizard of Oz, the Riz Lord, Future 2.0, has been exposed to have children that he has never disclosed to the internet. Now, first and foremost, I want to start this off by saying, I don't understand how the internet detectives have enough time to invest this much time into researching somebody else's life, finding their kids, finding their baby mamas. Y'all really do y'all thing. I promise you, I have never seen a group as dedicated as much as the internet detectives. I pray I never get on the wrong side of y'all's judgment. But yes, this is something that the internet detectives found out, and a lot of people have an opinion on it, like calling Duke a bad father, calling Duke like irresponsible for having all these kids. Which, let's talk about that too. I keep saying people say he has 8 kids, but I've never like found anything to confirm 8. I feel like y'all are just kind of pulling a number from nowhere. I've only seen 2 kids for sure. I've seen 2 different baby mamas who have like came out and said something, so I don't even know where y'all are pulling 8 from. Now, I'm not gonna lie, even though I haven't seen 8, if he did have 8, that's not really that crazy, to be honest. I don't know why y'all keep forgetting, but Duke is literally like 67 years old, bro. Now, I see if he was like a YB, like 25 kids, you know, screaming no more babies.
No more baby.
It would be a little crazy. But yeah, Duke is old. I know it doesn't seem like he's that old, because I feel like the whole like AMP / like streamers taking over the internet kind of like just happened. So it kind of seemed like Duke is a fresh face. Cuz kind of old, bro. Cuz has been on the internet a long time. I think the first time I seen a Duke video was like 7 years ago. And I'm 21, so that would make me then 14. I will say too though, if he actually does have 8 kids, this man's pullout game is like quadruple plastic. This man is struggling to pull out the driveway at this point. And side note, I wanted to tell y'all this because this is actually kind of funny. I actually have problems pulling out the driveway too. Now, in my case, I'm not talking about figuratively, I'm talking about literally. I literally got into a wreck one time pulling out of my driveway. Yeah, that was like probably the quickest $2,000 I've ever spent in my life. And I know what some of y'all are thinking. Y'all think I'm under the influence or something. No, I was literally sober, clear-minded, and just backed into a car directly out of my driveway. I don't know why people are acting surprised that he like never came to the internet and like told y'all that he had a kid, when he literally has said multiple times on stream that he would never tell y'all if he had a kid.
Even if I did have a kid, I would never tell y'all.
And I honestly don't understand why people are judging him for it, because literally, like, if y'all saw another clip of him, the exact thing that he said he wanted to guard him from is what the internet is doing.
And this is exactly what I wanted to protect them from all along. And this whole time y'all been, you know what I'm saying, trying to dig into like part of my life that y'all was never invited in, like from jump. And but now that like it's affecting like, you know what I'm saying, they well-being, and like they getting like threats and like being called names and shit. That was my like main priority from jump. Just, I never wanted them in this whole light, because I live on the internet every single day. This is where I am. This is where I live at. And I'm well aware on how like the internet and how nasty the internet is. So I always wanted to keep everybody involved away from that. But now, you know what I'm saying, y'all proved me right once again. You feel me? So please stop that. Okay? That shit is mentally draining for a lot of people, bro. I don't think y'all understand like the toll it take, you know what I'm saying, on them every single day, especially when y'all calling them names and like doing a whole bunch of weird shit.
They out here sending threats to his baby mama and calling his baby mamas all type of names, talking about his kids looking a certain type of way. Like, that's super uncalled for. I feel like that's super disrespectful, especially to a kid who has literally done nothing. Like, that's super mean, super disrespectful to him. Y'all have to have more consideration for these people. Like, I know they have big followings, big names, but these people are just people too at the end of the day. And imagine if a kid that you love, a baby that you put time and effort to, people are on the internet calling you a bad dad, they're calling your kids ugly. Like, imagine how that would make you feel. So I feel like a lot of y'all have to like take people's feelings into consideration before you just say certain things or have opinions on certain things. Like, at the end of the day, y'all do not know this man. I know because of probably parasocial habits, y'all might think y'all know him, especially with all the story times and stuff that he tells. But at the end of the day, he does not know y'all, so it's not y'all's place to have an opinion on him. You know, one more weird aspect of this new like Duke kid revelation is that I see a lot of people turning on Duke and now saying that he's like ugly. Now, I knew it was inevitable that there was gonna be a day where the internet probably turned on Duke because his rise to having this type of motion and perception of himself was so fast. Like this picture I screenshotted that literally shows people clearly turning on him. It has like over 50,000 likes. And I wish I would have screenshotted the top comment too. It said, mind you, he's looked like this the entire time. Nothing has changed about this man. Why was y'all glazing him a week ago and now y'all not glazing him no more? Now, obviously, I'm not mad that y'all are glazing him. Y'all glazing him affects me in no way. But I think it just goes to show you how fast the internet will turn on you. They will literally turn on you in a blink of an eye. Which, again, is probably why he did not want to give his kids to the world. Now, I will say, it's not my prerogative on how he handles his situation, but I do find it kind of odd to kind of like deny their existence.
So you got no kids.
But in the same breath, I can understand, like, maybe he thought, like, the internet detectives weren't going to do exactly what they did and, like, find out who they were and what they look like if he did say that they existed. So maybe that's where he was coming from. But I'm not going to lie, if I was Duke's kid and I saw him, like, completely deny my existence, I might kind of feel some type of way. Because I feel like there's ways to, like, kind of go about that, keep people kind of in the blind to what's going on, and still acknowledge their existence. Like, Lil Yachty does that pretty well. Like, we all know Lil Yachty has a daughter, don't know who she is, don't know what she looks like, don't know who is by, but we just know she existed. So I feel like it's a way that you can acknowledge them being alive and like keeping them in the shadow. But hey, it's not my prerogative, not my kids. So it's really not my opinion to have on the situation. But I'm just talking about how I would do it if I was there. At the end of the day though, I just want to tell y'all, please stop being weird. Stop attacking him. Stop attacking his baby moms, bro. Y'all do not know these people. Stop being super parasocial and feeling like you're entitled to send threats to these people. These people do not know you and you are affecting their lives in a negative way. So please stop doing that. Duke has every right to hide his kids from the world or the world from his kids.
He's hiding his kid from the world, but his world won't hide from the kid.
Or whatever Soulja Boy said. But again, he is entitled to do that if he wants to do that. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. Thanks for tuning into this one. See you next time.